Today I want to talk about on-demand tech skills, the requirements to learn it, and where to learn them for free on the internet. Without further ado, I'm going to get right to it. Please wait to the end of this video so that you can see bonus. I have two bonus waiting at the end of this video. Okay, so I'll be talking about 10 of these skills in no particular order. There are maybe hundreds, I don't know, maybe up to 1,000, but hundreds, I'm sure, or 100 skills, tech skills right now that are really good, that it would be nice to add to your portfolio. Maybe you are a, in any walk of life that you are. You could be a designer, you could be um, a banker, you can be just a student, you can be an entertainer, you can be a market woman, anyone. Once you know one plus one, you can read, you can write at least a few things, write a few things, read a few things, can speak small English, then you can do tech. Anybody can do tech, actually. Anybody. I've seen tailors who transition into tech and they are doing very well. Hairdressers and they are doing very well. Hotel assistants and they are now doing very well. So I'll be talking about just 10 of those skills in order for this video not to be too long. And before we go to it, I need to talk a bit about myself. So my name is Bami. I took this picture in 442 BC. That is why it's black and white. Of course, there is no color picture then. I'm a designer and I've been designing for over a decade. I've used different kind of tools in my career. I've been able to use Corel Draw, Photoshop, Premiere Pro, Visme, Canva. I've been able to use all sorts of tools, different types of tools, Figma inclusive. Recently, say like I think during the lockdown 2020, I started gaining interest in tech. I started learning product design and some other skills that are really tech inclined. And ever since, I've been, growing and growing every day. I'm still growing, but of course, as I am learning, I can also share what I am learning, and that is the need for this class. Because in my journey into tech, I have seen people confused on which one exactly should they go for. That is why I am hosting this class. Over time, I have learned the differences between these tech skills. One can get confused easily, but this class will help you to understand the differences and know which one that would work for you. So the first one is data analysis. Um, if you are good with numbers, you are good with data, then as it sounds, data analysis is what you should go for. If you are good with softwares like Microsoft Excel, just you have basic knowledge, um, SQL, Python. You don't necessarily need to have those two. Just Excel is fine. I mean, if you know basic Excel, you can, execute formulas. You can work with cells, rows and column. You know Excel now. So if you know all those things, or even if it is Google Sheet, Google Sheet is like the online format. Google's format or Google's um, replica of Microsoft Excel. So if it is Google Sheet, you understand very well. They do basically the same thing. Then data analysis is the one for you. And sites where you can learn data analysis include Code Academy, Khan Academy, Udemy. Khan Academy has YouTube channel. Code Academy also has. So you could go there and find these skills and learn for free. Even on Udemy, you can also learn. Of course, there are some courses that you have to pay for on Udemy, but some are also free and you can learn for free. Um, I usually have access to free trainings that I can share maybe later on, but right now, I don't have anything on data analysis, like an actual live training. All these trainings are like pre-recorded classes that you have to go and watch on your own. When I do, I can always post about it. The next skill is machine learning. Machine learning has a bit of linking to data. Let me call it as advanced data skill. So you need to understand a bit of programming to be able to learn machine learning. You can also learn without any prior skill, any prior programming skills at all. But if you are good in statistics, machine learning is good for you. If you are good in statistics very well, machine learning is good for you. If you you can use uh, statistics to solve problems, then machine learning will be good because machine learning is really about data, like serious data, um, more deep, like deeper than data analysis itself. Machine learning projects the future. Data analysis, it also projects the future, but it's more about what has happened. You want to analyze it, but machine learning is more about what has happened and what could happen. That is what machine learning is all about. And again, you can learn it from websites like Coursera, EDX, Udacity. There are free courses and there are paid courses. You just have to search and look at it, and you'll be able to find one. When I have a free one, I will let you know about it. A free training that is going to be live with tutors that you can talk with. I will let you know. The next skill, the third one, is cloud computing. Um, you will notice that when you want to upload your pictures on the internet, there's somewhere it's going, right? It's not just saving there, it's not just on the internet. You are saving it on the cloud. People who use iPhones will understand what I'm saying more. You will say you want to save your files to iCloud. Now that cloud is not just there. Some people are working on it. Some people who, created it and maintain it and manage it. Now manage could be in form of crude. That is um, create um, I can't find the word now. What is crude again? I need to confirm that. Whoa. Crude. It is when you need, yeah, create, read, update, and delete. That is what management is. So they can like create a new, maybe a new database on the cloud. They can read. Read is to open it and see what is there. That is reading. The same meaning. Read. You are able to open it with whatever encryption that is there, maybe with password. I mean, if you put something on the cloud, you always secure it with a password, right? Maybe even sometimes two-factor authentication. You might even connect it after you put your email, put your password. It might still ask you for your maybe a code that has been sent to that email. So that two-factor authentication. So that is being able to read it. Then updating is if you save a new file there, or something like updating a profile picture or changing your username, something like that. Then delete, as it sounds, is destroying a particular data, like deleting it, removing it away permanently. Now, some people are in charge of all these things. They are making it happen. As you are clicking on buttons, it's not just happening. Some people are in charge of that. You can go to AWS website or Google Cloud Training website or Microsoft Learn. Just search all these things online and you will be able to learn for free. For free. Microsoft Learn, I'm not sure if it's free, but I think it is. I'm sure of Google Cloud and AWS. You can learn it for free without paying a dime. The next skill that would be UI UX design. Now, this one is quite personal to me because this is who I am. I am a UI UX designer. I like to call myself a generalist. I'm a graphic designer. I can be a graphic designer. I can be a video design editor. I could be a motion designer. Could be a presentation designer. I could be a product designer. Can be so many things. And now a new art has been added to my head. I am now a developer. I am now a no code developer. As it sounds, no code. That means I don't write code. We'll get to that part though. So let me not bore you with that story. So if you understand design at all, like just small things you know about maybe typography, that is text, you know something about colors, at least everyone should know something about primary colors, secondary colors, tertiary colors, all those things they make up design. So if you know a thing or two about those things, then you can learn design. There is something we say that creativity cannot be learned, it is from within, it comes from within. Now that statement, sometimes it's true, sometimes it is not. You can learn design without knowing anything about design. You can learn UI UX design without knowing anything about design and still be very, very good than an actual graphic designer. Because graphic design is way different from UI UX. People mix it together, but it's not the same thing. Like it's not. It's really, really not. UI UX design is more of data, research, what the experience of using the software will be. So UI UX designers, just for context, they are people who UI means user interface, UX means user experience. Now UI UX designers are people who build experiences. They create experiences for users. The way they do that is they are the ones in charge of designing your popular apps. Say, for instance, now you use what's a popular bank to use? GT Bank. The app you are using called GT Bank or GT World on your phone was first designed by a UI UX designer before it then moves to the developer, before they developed it and then deployed it to the Play Store. That is where you now go to download it. There is a lot of things that has happened before it could get to you. So that is the work of it is the first thing that happens in the development process of any digital product. Say an app, a website, a web app, or a mobile app, even watch. The software on the watch, the interface of the watch, UX designer will have to design it. Like your Apple Watch, Oraimo Watch, all those watch. What else again? Uh, any type of screen at all, anything with a screen that has some designs. Even your phone, all the elements that are on your phone, all these things, a UI designer placed them there before they added code, and then it's moving and it's clicking around like this. So if you ever have, interest in something like that, UI UX should be something you should venture into, or if you're already like a graphic designer, like it's really, really good. Because of course you have to be good in design. Design is the UI part, research, experience, data is the UX part. So UI is like inside UX. Design is just some aspect of it. The UX is the main work. Some people actually focus on being a UX designer. We call them user experience designer. And some people they focus on just UI. We call them user interface designer. So and sometimes most people they merge it together and we call them UI UX designers, or another name we call them is product designer. These are the ones building the product as a whole with the UI and the UX together as a whole, product designer, because they build products, design products. That is what I am, a product designer, alongside being a graphic designer. I've been opportune in my life to build few products. I think like two, three or four. I'm still learning. I said I'm still growing. I'm not really deep into this yet, but I'm proud of what I have done. Some of the things I've built is Coverly. It is a website that helps you to create um, job landing CV, job landing cover letter by uploading your CV. So if you have your CV like in a PDF format, you can upload it on that website, and it's going. You put details about um, the job you're applying for, the date, the person you want to apply to, and it's going to craft a cover letter. It uses Chat GPT. I'm sure you have all heard about that AI feature, and it will generate a cover letter for you that you can then download as a PDF, or you copy the text, or even as a Word document file. So yeah, coverly.app. If you ever need it, coverly. That is cover like cover letter, then ly.app. You can check it out. Moving on. Okay, yeah, you can learn from free websites like sketch app sources, interaction design. Interaction design is not free though, you have to pay for that. You can also learn from there's a course called Google UX Design on Coursera. I think it's for 6 months, but it's self-paced. You can complete it in maybe 2 or 3 months if you are really serious with it, and that is also free. I- If you want more information on that, you can send me a message. I will see how I can put you through. Next skill I have here is digital marketing. This is like very common, popular digital marketing. If you ever have a social media account, you have ever used social media before, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, which one again? LinkedIn, etc., including YouTube, in fact, you would have heard something about digital marketing. So I think that is self-explanatory. You can decide to focus on everything, or you stay in one. There are so many things you can do under digital marketing. It's a really big field, and it's on demand. There are so many people in there, but if you are really good, like really, really good, you'd have leverage um, more than those many people. And if you can really write, like you can write great copy, what we call copy is say you see an advert now, all the text you are seeing there minus the picture, that is the copy of that advert. That is the copy of that advert. So copy is basically text content. So if you are really good with copy, you can write really good copy that can convert to sales. Then you can venture into digital marketing. um, there's Google Digital Garage. Um, I think it's called Digital Skills for Africa or so. You can Google that up. Um, there's a free digital marketing certificate there waiting for you. Very free. You don't have to pay anything. The videos are there already, and it is well explanatory. There's also HubSpot Academy. I recommend this one very well. Google is also good, but HubSpot breaks it down very well. Like there are so many skills like under digital marketing that you can and get a certificate on HubSpot. So you can consider that, and you'll be glad you did. Then you can check out Moz as well. So all these websites, they are all free. Digital marketing is free there. You don't have to pay anything at all. Only thing you have to pay is your time, um, maybe your data. Yeah, of course. So the next skill is DevOps. Now, this one is not so common. This one is not so common. So it has to do with how do I explain this? So if you have a website and you hear something like you're trying to log on to a website and you hear something like the server is not good or the server is slow. That server, people who manage it, who maintain it, like I mentioned earlier, cloud computing, they are the DevOps engineer. So those are the people in charge of managing server. Um they do the work of maintaining the server, setting the server up, maintaining it, managing it, and solving problems whenever it arises. They are not common. I mean, I was in a program, an internship program that lasted 2 months towards the end of last year about my um, UI UX journey, and in my team we're supposed to build. That is where we built Coverly. So we're going to build Coverly, and we're in teams. I think in the team we're over 100. Yeah, over 100. A lot of designers, a lot of designers. Designers were like maybe 50 or 60, more than half of the team. Then we had back end developers, we had front end developers. Now we need DevOps. The only DevOps we could get, they were just three out of 100 people. What that means in the whole of the program throughout, I mean, when the training started, I think we were like maybe 12,000 or so. I think 12,000 plus before it cut down. Only like seven or 800 graduated. Thank God I'm privileged to be among those. But within then, that 12,000, I think all the DevOps that were available then, it's like they were not up to, maybe they were not up to 100 or so. But in my team at that time, out of 100 people in my own team, it was just three DevOps you had. And those three were not Nigerian. They were not even Nigerian. There was an Indian guy and some other people from other countries. So whenever we want to have meetings to talk about the project, we're always like looking at their own time zone. So that's how DevOps is so rare. It's kind of like the hard tech skill. It's kind of hard. I won't lie to you. It's kind of hard. So many people are not there. The two of them were male, one was female. So that means females can do it, male can do it. But it's just that people run from it. So I think it's that kind of skill that would be good to actually learn. Skills where people are not many. So that when you learn it, you have something special. Something that people want to, like, they want to hold you and secure you by all means. So DevOps will be something like that if you ever want to consider tech. And you can learn from scratch if you don't know anything about Python. But if you have Python skills or Ruby, it's better for you as well, and it's going to make it faster. You can check out Jenkins tutorials, JIT tutorials, anything JIT, just consider that free. JIT is from GitHub. GitHub is like a, how do I call it now? Let me say a social media for developers. It's not really a social media, but it's like a platform for developers. So you can host websites there. You can put a lot of what do they call that thing? I'm not a developer, but I've worked with a lot of them. So I have a GitHub account myself, by force, by fire. Um, there's a thing they call it repo. Yeah, repository. Yeah, repository. That you want to work on a project, that is where you create your repository. Repository is like when you store your codes, your code base, everything you are doing as you are coding, you are deploying. You're not just putting on your local machine. Local machine will be your computer in this case. That's your computer. Let me not go off topic. But yeah, that's what GitHub is. So Git tutorials is coming from GitHub. GitHub is like the company, then Git tutorials are like tutorials, and they teach DevOps. And Udacity. Udacity is like another Udemy or Coursera. All these trainings are there for free. Next one is blockchain. Now, this is very interesting one. Uh, Blockchain is breaking ground. There is hardly there is hardly any week now or month that one company will not come out and say that okay, they want to consider Web3. So if you have these skills now, they are looking for you actually. They are looking for you because um, they want to move from Web 2 to Web 3, and blockchain is on that level. You can use blockchain to build many robust systems. Um, it's not something I would consider myself because I find it complicated. But if you ever have the mind for it and you have interest in maybe like cryptocurrency as well, blockchain is used in that line. You can consider blockchain. Um, so let me move to the next one. So these are the websites you can get them from. You can check Blockchain Council, B9 Lab Academy, and Consensus Academy as well for free. You can learn all these things for free. Okay, the next one. This is quite popular. Web development. Web development. I'm a web developer. I'm a programmer. I use PHP. I use HTML and CSS. I use Python and so on. This is quite um, popular, so I don't really I really need to explain this so much. But now web development is it has now been improved. Now, if you know just HTML and CSS as a developer, you don't really know anything. Like you don't know anything. There are some new tools. For instance, React. If you know React now, or maybe things like Node.js, or things like TypeScript, now you are talking. You are not just using um, you are not just using old school codes to build because all these new codes, new languages now. So we call them programming language. All these JavaScript or React, they are all called programming language. The language, the codes that computer understand. What the language that the computer understand, ones and zeros, right? That you tell the computer the instruction to implement something or to do something. So those words or things that you tell the computer, which are codes, there is a language they are written in in um, in the world of programming, in the world of development, and those are the things we call programming language. So all these things that are listed here, do not let it scare you. HTML, CSS. CSS is just for styling. So say you have design finish, you want, like in this case, this page that you are seeing right here, you will see a blue background. There is a logo by the right. Um, that logo by the right, it has a spacing from the end of the logo by the right till the edge of the page. That spacing, when you want to write code for that thing, it will not come there automatically until you put CSS styling. That is like designing. That is when that margin will come up. What CSS is used for, and some other things like that. Um, so if you have more interest, if you have the interest in this one, you can check out Code Academy or Free Code Camp. Is like the best. They've been around for so long. There was a time I was interested in coding. I checked out that website. Like they have a lot of things. Now W3 schools is also good to learn, but I would say it's more into practicing what you have learned. But you can learn on Free Code Camp or any other place, then come to W3 schools. They have like a code playground where you type in codes, you test out what you are doing, and you see it right there. You see it right there. So W3 schools is always good for all those kind of exercises as a programmer. So a web developer develops a website, they develop website that shows on laptop and phone. That is like responsiveness. If a website you open it on a computer and then you open it on a phone and it's also still showing well, that means the website is responsive. It is mobile responsive. These are some of the terms you will learn if you enter um, if you develop interest and learn uh, web development. You could build things like e-commerce websites, um, uh, showcasing websites, real estate websites. E-commerce website mean there is going to be a way to make payment on the website. So these are some of the things. All you will know how Jumia built their site. You'll be able to build something like Jumia. So that is what we are talking about. Yeah, that is what web development is all about. Now, the brother or sister or cousin web development is mobile development. That is the next on the list. I think we are now almost done. Yeah, we are almost done. This should be like the ninth. Yeah, the ninth skill. We are going to 10, so we are almost done. Now, mobile app development. The same way we talked about app development, web development is the same way mobile app development is. The only difference is that this is for mobile. It's the same coding, the same development, but this is for mobile. So mobile apps that you find on your Android Google Play Store or your iOS Apple Store. So the people who build those are called mobile app developers or mobile app engineers. Now you can use languages like Flutter, Swift, Java to build them. Flutter is used a lot of recent. Flutter is used a lot for this skill. And okay, I said I have two bonus waiting, so I'm going to talk about it after the last skill. And those two bonus is focused mostly about one of those two bonus about is focused on mobile app development a lot and also web development. So now the next one would be cybersecurity. Uh, a few weeks ago, my Facebook account was hacked. I could not use it at all. The person changed my name, changed my email, changed my picture. I mean, for 3 weeks, I did not have access to that account. I reported to Facebook. Luckily, Facebook had my plea and they restored the account back. Now, I was lucky. It's not everyone that would be lucky that way. I mean, I know someone who uses Instagram to sell. She sells air and she lost her account. I think same week I lost mine. She lost her account on Instagram. She hasn't gotten it back till today. Now, I got mine back after 3 weeks, but she hasn't gotten her own back till today. So, if I had a skill, cyber security, I would have been able to prevent that, or even track the person, or even be able to block it by myself or open it by myself. Now, that is what cyber security will teach you. You'll be able to learn ethical hacking. There is hacking, there is destructive hacking, there is ethical hacking. So yeah, you're going to become an hacker, but ethical one, not the one that works for terrorists and others people. So you can check out Cybery. Cybery is like I think the most recommended one for me here. Uh, and you can also check out the other website that are listed. I'm going to provide this slide. Yeah, I'll provide this slide when I upload the video. Now, those are the 10 I could create, the 10 skills I could create for you that you can learn, tech skills that are currently in demand right now. People are looking for cybersecurity engineers, cloud engineers, UI UX designers, web developers, mobile app developers, and you can pick up any of this. Digital marketers, computing engineers, DevOps engineers, blockchain engineers, machine learning um, engineer or scientists, data analysts, uh, you can pick up any of them. Now, the bonus I had, the first one is about cybersecurity. Ingressive for Good is an organization I respect so much. They have impacted my career as in tech a lot, and I would say I owe whoever I am today. I kind of owe it to them because I mean one of the first trainings I ever did to learn design was from Ingressive for Good. The internship I talked about earlier is called HNG internship. Is one of those very serious internship in Africa. Yeah, I said that people who started was like 12,000 plus, and less than 1,000 of us graduated. So that should tell you how serious that internship was. So it also came from Ingressive for Good, and all these things were told it did not pay. So the training was for like 3 months. You get to do the internship. So to get like more knowledge, the internship was for 2 months. Now they are giving out free training on cybersecurity. They are always teaching different tech skills. Last year there were skills on data analysis, programming, web programming, and different things, different tech skills. Mostly all the skills that are listed here. I think they've taught blockchain as well before. Maybe that will come later in the find Ingressive for Good, or you find I4G. That's how they short it. I4 figure 4G, I4G. So you'll be able to find them on Twitter and follow them. Turn on your notifications so that anytime they post something. Now, if you have interest in cybersecurity, this is closing April tomorrow. So if you have interest, you can check out the website. You can check out the website, and you'll be able to see what it entails, and then you register. Now, this is a scholarship, right? Ingressive is only looking for 1,000 people. So you applying doesn't guarantee your spot, but there is no harm in trying. There's really no harm in trying if you have the interest. Now, the second bonus, which is the one that is also very dear to me, or most dear actually, is this one. This one is web development or mobile development. Now, you get to learn that for free within 6 weeks. Now, this one is open to everyone. Once you apply, you are know nothing. I said earlier that I have started learning. I'm becoming a developer, a no-code developer. This is what I meant. Now, I was in this training, and we just finished yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was the last day of our cohort. That was cohort 2 for 2023. Now, this is cohort 3. It starts on May 1st. That is next. Apply with the link that I've put here. You can apply. Um, like you will just enjoy this training. You get to learn how to build mobile apps and web apps without writing code. The software we are using is called Flutterflow. Flutterflow is really robust that it's more like you're doing drag and drop with a little knowledge of design, a little knowledge of design, and everything at all you need will be taught from scratch. From scratch. You don't need to have any knowledge before about design or development. When I started this training, I've only been designing. I mean, when I design finish, maybe an interface, maybe an app, like Coverly, for instance. When I design Coverly finish, a developer will have to develop it. I don't get to do that. But in this case, that means I can actually make my design in Figma, then come to Flutter Flow to be functional without writing a single line of code. So that is why this training is so good, and I am showing it to you. I hope you take it serious. Good. It's one thing to register for a program and be in the program. It's another thing to actually participate and be really part of the program. I was really part of this program. There are still some things, of course. 6 weeks is very short. It's very short to understand like a whole platform, a new tool, a new software. But the tutor is very good. David, that is his name, is very, very good. And he did his all the ropes. He was, in fact, sometimes he will want to hold class. He will be the one to say we are tired, like there shouldn't be class. That is how, and it's free. It's not like we are paying him, it's free. So you could consider this as well if you have interest in web or mobile development. You'll be taught the two. You can then decide to focus on one. Um, with the same tool, Flutter Flow. You can check it out, flutterflow.io. You can check it out, read about what Flutter Flow can do. You can want your app to have Google Map, you can add it. If you want your app to have payment platform, you can add it. That means you can use it to build an e-commerce platform, just like I said earlier. So yeah, this is where I will stop. Now I'm going to take questions. So if you have a question, you can raise your hand. Just click on the raise hand button, and I would call you to ask your question. Okay, please go ahead, Kolade.
Okay, but is blockchain also Web3? Can it be called Web3 as well?
I can't hear you.
Blockchain, can it be called Web3, or
Can you what?
is blockchain, is it similar to Web3?
I can't hear you very well.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
I said is blockchain similar to Web3?
No, no. Web3 is like um the the technology, the big technology. Then blockchain is just under it. Thing you are seeing on the web that is new now is the Web3 itself. That's like a
Okay.
whole new like an upgraded version of the web. Aha, let me put it that way. Like a version 3 of the World Wide Web. Then blockchain is now under it. So that's like the best way to explain that. I hope I cleared your confusion. Okay, is there any other question? Yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead. I can hear you again. If you have a question, you can raise your hand. Maybe there was something I said that is not clear enough. Colade, if you are speaking, I cannot hear you.
Is digital marketing also affiliate marketing?
No, 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 no. Digital marketing is not affiliate marketing. Well, you could say affiliate marketing is under digital
Digi-
marketing, but they are not the same. Affiliate
okay.
marketing is way different from digital marketing. Digital marketing has to do with your advertising stuff, right?
Yes,
Affiliate marketing, you are also going to, thing
advertise.
is, if you want to do your affiliate marketing, you have to advertise it. You need a digital marketing skill to be able to be a good, unless you want to hire someone. But if you have the skill, it will make you be a good affiliate marketer. Affiliate marketers sell things for other people. It's different from digital marketing. Yeah, digital marketers also find a way to sell things for business owners or other people, but it's way different. It's not. This is not about referral link, because that's what the, affiliate marketers do. There's always like, if you don't use their link to buy that particular thing, they don't get their commission. So there's different. Affiliate marketing is quite different from. They kind of look alike, but it's not the same thing.
Oh, I just had to ask because I'm having a time in that affiliate marketing.
Yeah, I haven't listed affiliate marketing here because while it is a good skill to have, the topic of this training is on demand skill. I
Yeah,
don't see it as, and nobody will come out now and say that I'm looking for affiliate marketers. They will not
sure.
really say that. Yeah, they won't really say that. It's just somewhere down below on their website, maybe on their footer, they will put something like become an athlete. So it's not really like an important skill to have like that. It's just like a side skill, just to be making cash by the way. It's not like main skills. So
Okay,
yeah, that's why I'm not putting it on this list.
okay, I understand.
All right, thank you. Fatima, what is your question? Fatima, you can unmute your mic and ask your question, please.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
But please, do you have an outline for this class now? Because I came in late.
Yeah, the class is recorded. I would upload it and share the link with you, and also share the link of the slides with you.
Okay. Also, I don't know. It has not been easy completing any session. I don't know. Any,
What do you mean by session?
like
Uh,
any online course, taking complete online course, it is always at one stage or the other, I do get very, very overwhelmed. Like, to manage you, they're always tough at the point.
Um, okay. I think I understand. What you might need, what you might need is to have um someone you are accountable to. Yes, it's. I mean, the very first time I tried to learn UI UX design back in 2020, side hustle. That's another. Yeah, I even forgot to mention that side hustle. If you can find them, I think side hustle NG or so. That's what they call themselves. Uh, they also teach different tech skills. So many different tech skills, even design skills, graphic design, video editing, all those things. Now, first time that I was going to use Slack because their training was on Slack. Slack is a tool for how do I explain Slack now? Um, it's like a tool for having chats, meetings. It's like an online workspace, something like that, like an online workspace. Like it's supposed to be an office, so there's like different departments. That's what Slack is. Just like another WhatsApp, but advanced one, advanced WhatsApp. Let me put it that way. So Slack is hard. It was hard to me at the time, like really, really hard. I felt like Slack was coding, another coding app or coding platform because there were hashtags, different things that were scaring me. So because of that, just I was overwhelmed and I did not talk to anybody. That was like the mistake I did. I did not talk to anybody. I tried searching online myself. Maybe I'll see how to use Slack. But I don't know what I got even confused me more. There are so many tools online there, so many videos. I got confused more. What I should have done is probably to talk to one of the organizers or a mentor or a co-student like myself. Maybe it would have solved my problem. But I just kept it to myself and I left that program. I just came back to side hustle last year. Like, look at that. Since 2020 to 2023, I had to go and learn my design somewhere else. Then I came back just to prove to myself that, okay, this lack that did me dirty 3 years ago, I want to do my own back. So I decided to enroll again. And yeah, I did very, very well. Sometimes I don't watch their videos. I just skip through because I already know it, and just go straight to the quiz because I already knew it. Just to prove to myself that this slack that did me this way this time there's no way you are doing that again. So one lesson I picked from that story is that later on I had to talk to people, and I was able to understand how to use Slack. And I was always talking to them whenever there is problem. I don't feel tired again and say I'm not doing it. I have to leave it. The reason why you feel overwhelmed and leave a training is because you are not enjoying it. You are not getting it. That's the only reason. If you're having fun, you are getting the class, there is nowhere you want to go. There is no reason you want to leave. So it's just because maybe the class seems hard and you feel like no, I can't do this anymore. I have to leave it. I have to pause it and just go away. But if you have someone you are talking to, maybe the tutor of that particular training, if it is a training that has a tutor, like a live training, not a pre-recorded, maybe a YouTube video, even YouTube videos. Some of these YouTubers, all those Indians and co that do YouTube videos, they are usually responding to their comments. If you have a question about the video they posted, you can drop a comment. If there is engagement, there's conversation, it will be hard for you to say you want to drop everything and just go. I think that's like the thing I can recommend. And also, you can come to me. Um, I don't know everything. I'm still learning as well, but I'm always available whenever I have the time. If there's something I could talk you through or put you through, I'm always here. And yeah, I'll be happy to help. But yeah, just have someone you are talking to or a few persons you are talking to. If you have a few people that you must not let down, you will not drop the trainings or the classes. That's a given. So yeah,
Um, I have another question.
okay.
It, do I do I have to be very good at designing, like graphic designing, like apps like Corel Draw, Photoshop, and co, before taking before taking UX UI?
No, no, no. I said that earlier. It's not necessary. It helps, yes. We can't deny that, but it is not necessary. You can as well do it without knowing about design. Thing is, while you are learning to um, design products, while you are learning UI UX design, they will teach you whatever platform you are learning from. They are going to still teach you some basic design skills. There is no how you pass, just go ahead and not pass through principles of designs. Um, there is no how you pass through and not you finish and not pass through elements of design. So all those things you learn about typography, you learn about color, uh, redeem, balance, repetition, alignment, all those things. Composition, layout, you are going to learn about it. Those are like the skills you need to be a good UI UX designer. I mean, skills that are coming from graphic design. So you don't necessarily have to be like good in design. In fact, you don't need design skill at all. Let me put it that way. You can learn graphic design. Yeah, UI UX design. Sorry. Are you good?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Kolade, do you still have question, or is there anyone else with questions still? Uh, so that we can end the class if there is no more question.
A question already cleared my thoughts.
I'm sorry, I did not get that.
I said our first question already cleared my doubts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If there is no question, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you being here. Um, if there is any other thing you would need or you would like to know, you can always message me. You have my WhatsApp number, or if you think it's something serious, you can just let me know that you would like to call me. Um, because it's not every time I pick calls. I attend a lot of meetings. The call is just coming in. I will be banging it. So yeah, with that we will end this class. Thank you all for coming, and I'll see you all another time. Bye bye.